about. We've got lots to do to preview the big game coming up this Sunday next on Blue Collar Bengals.
What is up, Bengals fans? Welcome to Blue Collar Bengals, where you get to hear about the Bengals from two idiots just like you. Drew, how are we doing today?
Concerned, not scared, but concerned, I guess I would say.
Well, let's talk about it, dude. I mean, the Cincinnati Bengals, we were solid favorites at one point to win by a touchdown over the Houston Texans. However, some developing news has occurred that has probably shifted that line. We're on a 4-game tear. We're 5-3. We're looking hot. What are your concerns, man? You want to get right into it, or did you have anything else to open up with?
I guess that's probably the biggest news of the show that we'll talk about today of what's going on. We got some YouTube comments rolling in, thankfully, because I got some weird ass error message when we first tried to go live. So I'm glad that we're here. But yeah, the biggest news is, we saw that T. Higgins popped up on the injury report yesterday with a hamstring injury. And then here just about a couple hours ago, T. Higgins is out Sunday, according to Ian Rappaport and his sources. Bengals were touchdown favorites heading into the game. If I pull out BetJack, Ohio Sportsbook, shout out. I'm still looking at the Bengals as a 6.5 point favorite right now.
Okay.
So hasn't changed yet, but man, it just sucks because T had a monster game Sunday night against Buffalo. He looked to be back to his old self. They decided they were going to try to take Chase away, so T was able to make him pay all night. And now Wednesday we have a hamstring injury. I saw a video of him walking into practice today. He just didn't look like he was walking great. That's when I kind of knew this was probably coming. But then the Rappaport tweet came out. I know that he still shows as unspecified on the injury report, but Rappaport usually doesn't get shit like that wrong. He says sources tell him that T. Higgins is not going to play Sunday. So that does suck because I thought maybe he was going to start building some momentum, get things going.
Mm-hmm.
And it just hasn't happened yet. So, well, I mean, it happened Sunday, but we're not going to be able to continue it this Sunday. So that's a downer, man. And not only do we have to worry about T. Higgins, we also have Jamar Chase, who did not practice yesterday, but was back today in a limited capacity. So he's a little bit banged up too. So the wide receiver room is feeling it right now.
It sucks because it's I'm gonna yawn. Sorry, it's that time, man. Like it's that time of the season where this kind of shit pops up. Jamar falling on his back, we kind of knew that. I wasn't really tracking T. Higgins. Maybe this Rappaport character is wrong. I've never heard of him. I don't know how reliable he is as a source. So who knows? We'll see what happens Sunday.
Hang on to hope.
Yeah, just kidding. But I mean, God, we got guys that can help, right? I mean, maybe it turns into Chase doing his damnedest out there, even though he's a little sore. And then this is the game where we really get to see what Yoshi's capable of. We did showcase, Yoshi game, boom, right there. We did showcase the ability to throw to our tight ends in the last game. So maybe that might be the game plan. Keep working those guys. I don't know. I have no clue what these guys are going to do. Maybe feed Mixon, right? Like there's a plethora of options to go to, but the Bengals, when shit goes awry, they just turn into an enigma for me, and I don't know what their game plan is going to be. I'm excited to see it, but we'll have to wait and see.
This is a hell of a YouTube name. Mostly Moist.
Ugh.
A lot of people are very uncomfortable with that word. I'm not. I'm down. But Chuck Sizzle is back. And I've seen a lot of people saying this today as we've discussed kind of what's going on Twitter and on the internet. And I think there's a lot of potential in Charlie Jones, a.k.a. Chuck Sizzle. I think he was electric on that punt return that you and I watched together in week 2.
Mm.
He hasn't really shown anything in the receiving game yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we need to put so much faith in him on his first game back from IR making an impact. Now, the Yoshi game could happen.
Sure.
Yoshi's got like 18 receiving yards on the year and 2 touchdowns or something. It's like all he does is catch touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then we've got comments about the tight end game. Victoria wants to know if it's Hudson with an eyeball emoji. We are a Tanner Hudson program. We love Tanner Hudson. Am I going to bet on a Tanner Hudson anytime touchdown? Fucking maybe. I think the important thing is, though, have Jamar Chase. If Jamar Chase is there, they will have to respect him, even if he's at
Yeah.
80%.
Yeah.
He's still on the field. You have to pay attention to Jamar Chase. If Jamar Chase can go, which I think he's going to, his comments, he kind of smirked and said, "We'll see if I'm playing," but it led me to believe that he's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's there and he can take away a safety and a corner like he's going to do most of the time, I trust Joe Burrow to get the ball to whoever the hell else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree. If he's out there, like an 80% Jamar Chase is 100% of 90% of the receivers in the league. You do the head math there. I might have just, I don't know, written the Pythagorean theorem with that. But like, it just like the thing that cannot happen is dump offs, playing the flats, playing east-west football. Because like when we get into that rhythm, it just doesn't work for us. These like, yeah, some screens work, but like we complain time and time again. Why are we throwing to the flats? Like let's hit some hook curl, go down the field, run the slant, run the go, run the fit. Like that is when we are our best. And it's I just don't want to see us fall back to this east-west football pattern. That's my big worry for this game.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that they will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that is the identity of the offense. I think that was the identity of the Joe Burrow can't fucking move offense.
Agreed.
So I think that they'll still be able to find stuff downfield. If Jamar Chase is on the field, he's a downfield threat. I trust that he'll make a play there. Even on a down night against Buffalo, he had a big 30-some yard reception, on a hole shot that Burrow was able to find. Dan Orlovsky did a phenomenal breakdown of that play on Twitter yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's very, very good stuff. So I would say concerned, not worried.
Yeah, and we've also like we're talking like you and I right now. Like Tyler Boyd doesn't exist. I mean, he like I don't. My brain just was like, oh yeah, that guy's there. He had some great catches in this last game, so we've got Tyler Boyd too. He'll play. It's not like
I just wonder.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. It's not like Charlie Jones needs to come in and be Tyler Boyd and Yoshi needs to be T. Higgins, right? Like we've got Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd out there still, which is a 1-2 punch. Tyler Boyd is a number 2 receiver on any team in the NFL, in my opinion. Maybe a 1 on a couple. You know what I mean? So, like, I think that thinking about that, I'm a little less worried. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about Tyler Boyd. I don't know why I didn't bring him up.
Well, when I think of Tyler Boyd, the reason that I'm not putting him in kind of the conversation of who's going to step up and fill in is just because I'm not sure how apt they are to line him up outside. He's a slot receiver. He doesn't have elite speed. He's got good speed. Yeah. He doesn't have outside receiver speed, especially at this point in his career. So I just don't know how likely they are to kick him outside. I think he's going to play more of that regular slot role. So if you look at the construction of the Bengals roster, you're going to have Chase on the outside. You're going to have Boyd in the slot. That's going to leave probably Yoshi because Charlie Jones isn't built to be an outside receiver either. Trent Irwin's not really built to be an outside perimeter receiver either. So I think it's going to be the most significant snaps that we've seen from Yoshivas up to this point. And he's done about as well as you could ask him to in the opportunities that he's been presented with. That's probably a better way to say it. So I think that it's probably a good game to really see what the guy's got because I think he's going to be probably that primary second boundary receiver. You'll probably have Jamar line out wide. You'll probably have Yoshi play the X, and then you'll have Tyler Boyd in the slot. And then if they go out and they go 4 wide, that's when you're going to see probably a Trent Irwin come in and play the slot on the other side. Or maybe it is Chuck Sizzle. I don't know. I just don't think that I've seen enough from Charlie Jones to make me think that he's going to make an impact on this game. I have seen enough from Trenton Irwin to make me think that he can make an impact on it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you put the game on Chuck Sizzle's back. First game back from injury, like, and when I speak about Tyler Boyd, I don't mean kicking him outside. Sorry if that was confusing. I mean maybe we're hitting underneath some slot routes with him in order to advance the ball. But either way, man, T being gone is a big kick in the nuts. Like it just flat out is. Especially coming off a game where he was ripping and tearing down the field. Uh, there's going to have to be some adjustments. So, yeah. The injury report has a few other players on it of note that are not counted out, but potentially banged up, right? You got Sam Hubbard, Cam Taylor-Britt was on there, a couple guys just to maybe watch and see how much they're participating in practice. I don't think they're truly limited right now, but how nagging little injuries might affect the game. So just more food for thought on injury reports for us. Have you seen the injury report for the Texans, though, dude?
It's more like a roster, but I
Yeah,
have seen that it's there.
they've got a little league baseball team of like 21 guys on the injury report, and some notable characters on there too. Collins, Larry Tunsil. Oh man, who else was on there? We were just talking about it. Mechie's on there, of course. But a couple guys of note were on there. So I don't know. I don't know who they're going to be missing come game time, but they might be looking at a depleted roster as well. So everything could equal out here. Oh, Derek Stingley. That's who I wanted to bring up because there's been a lot of talk of a Stingley Chase game, right? If Stingley's banged up and Chase is 80 to whatever percent, maybe he takes advantage of that. We'll see. But we're going to be playing up a banged up Texans team, too.
Stingley going full the last 2 days makes me think he'll probably play.
Sure.
Anderson going full today makes me think he'll probably play. But Bengals wise, I think that like Sam Hubbard probably got a rest day.
Yeah.
Thursdays are probably like a vet day. I think he'll be fine. I think the Bengals will be fine outside of T, who's already out. But moving on to more of kind of the construction of the team and the way that they game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Houston can't run the ball for shit. They're relying on CJ Stroud to be good as hell, and he was phenomenal last week. Don't get me wrong.
Unbelievable.
I've come out publicly already and said that it appears that I was wrong about CJ Stroud. The guy's balling. But that's a one-dimensional offense. They have virtually no threat to run the ball. And as much as we complained about that with the Bengals, they are that way too. And they had Tunsil on the injury report. I don't remember exactly what his status was. If he's hurt or if he's just high. He was limited today with a knee injury, so that's not anything to sneeze at. So they're going to drop Stroud back a lot.
I agree. I totally.
Kevin left that comment that it's Dameon Pierce. They don't have a running game. The secondary will be tested all day, and it will because they're going to just drop back and throw the ball. But when I think about a team that's going to just drop back and throw the ball, I think of a game that Trey Hendrickson can wreck.
I think he'll eat. I agree. I totally agree. I think our secondary is going to be able to handle whatever Stroud drops back and throws. He's going to get throws in because we've seen he's good now. But I do think this is a game where Trey eats. I think DJ Reader is going to get back there. BJ Hill. I see Sac City this game. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for. And I know these guys on their injury report are probably going to play. But I just think that no matter what, I mean, you're on the injury report. If you got something nagging, something's nagging you, dude. So I think there's different avenues for us to take advantage of, like Laramie Tunsil. And you said knee?
Yeah, it's a knee.
A lineman needs his knees, dude. So, like, if we can, if he doesn't play, then we're playing some schmuck, and hopefully we can take an advantage of that. Or if B, he plays tough, right? He says, I got this. I'm good. I'm just sore. I mean, you can take advantage of that, right? Just like if Stingley's out there banged up, Chase can take advantage of it. But if we can line up Trey and have him eat all in and around Tunsil and get back there to Stroud, dude, that'd be so good.
And Mark, big Buckeye fan, as you can see by his profile picture, he makes a good point. CJ doesn't like pressure. There's two things that CJ Stroud doesn't like. One is the cold. That's why it's good for him that he went to Houston in a dome and he gets to play Indianapolis in a dome. It doesn't get too cold in Tennessee. And they've got Jacksonville. So he doesn't like pressure and he doesn't like the cold. So pressure him. That's all you got to do. He's a rookie. And that's another thing that I put out there. I don't know what the numbers are. Somebody sent them to me. I can't remember what they are, but they're good. Lou
Yeah.
Anarumo versus a rookie quarterback. You look
Oh,
at teams like Baltimore and Pittsburgh. There's always when you start a rookie against Baltimore or Pittsburgh, he's going to be in fits. Cincinnati needs to be in that conversation too, because Lou is so creative with his blitz packages and how he disguises coverage and disguises blitzes that it's gonna get into a rookie's head. It's just natural. It's not a knock on CJ Stroud. It's just the way it is. Plus, where he went to school, they don't have very high academic standards.
you are stupid. I'm not an OSU guy, so it's funny to me. But yeah, no. I've heard that. I've also heard he doesn't like to run. He's capable of it, but he doesn't like to. So I think maybe if we can make the pocket that he's standing in trying to throw just feel like he's in like a frying pan. He's just uncomfortable. Make him skittish, make him squirrely. I think we can drop him, dude. Yeah. And then if he doesn't like the cold, God, I'm sorry, Cincinnati, and I won't be at the game again because of my knee surgery. But I hope it's freaking 32 below, man. So he just hates it.
I just got one of the most ridiculous tags in my life on Twitter. I'm sorry. But when you look at, huh?
Can you share it?
It's just the legend himself, Bengal Jim,
Oh.
has decided that to announce in his tweet about the tailgate Sunday that it is my birthday celebration. So, like, that makes me look cooler than I am. And it looks like Tony the Tiger, 2023 Fan of the Year, it's his birthday celebration as well. So, I got a DD for the game on Sunday. I think I'm going to just turn it into my own little personal birthday party because my birthday's Saturday. So,
will you be in your birthday suit?
I think based on the Paycor Stadium rules, that is frowned upon. I don't know if I would be allowed in.
You can put your clothes on when you go into the game. I mean, at the tailgate.
Oh, I think there may be laws against that too in the city of Cincinnati. I'll have to look though. I'll have to look in the rule book. I'm not sure. But it's really cool of Jim to include me in his tailgate announcement tweet because I'm just a fucking idiot on the internet, as I always tell you guys. So that's if you're at the tailgate Sunday, it's gonna be my birthday. So that's the thing.
You heard it this weekend. Forget about the game. Bengal Jim's Drew's.
Well, then we're gonna go beat the shit out of the Texans right after. It's gonna be great. And I got a segue. You ready for this?
Yeah, go.
Saturday, while being my birthday, is also Veterans Day.
Oh.
For people like you, Ron, for people out there who serve and have served to preserve my right to be a fucking idiot on the internet are being celebrated. So we are going to give away something for Veterans Day.
Ooh.
Now you're used to seeing the Wallop of the Week presented by the Cincy hat. You can see that I've got my standard black Cincy hat on that I wear just about every day. Ron's got the white version that he's always rocking. And we decided, let's give away a Cincy hat. So here's how our newest Cincy hat giveaway is going to go. It is going to be a 2-pack of the camo hats, which are now back in stock at www.cincyhat.com. You can see them here. My personal favorite is the one with the orange letter. I think that's super, super dope. Not knocking the one with the white letters. I like that too, but my favorite is the orange letter.
We're split. I like that black. I would wear that black one as my daily hat. Oof, that's good looking.
So we are going to give away a 2-pack of the Cincy hat camo hats in honor of Veterans Day. And the way that you will enter is by retweeting this, because I'm going to clip this video and post it on Twitter. So retweet this video, follow the Cincy hat on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and reply to the tweet with a screenshot confirming that you subscribed, just like the last giveaway. Mm-hmm. And then on Monday's show, we will pick a winner. Now, last time we were supposed to pick a winner on the show, Spectrum really fucked me over.
Oh, my.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. That was
so brutal. That you were upside down. It was a whole thing.
Entertaining as hell. Very happy it didn't happen when Mike Daniels was on the show. But I digress. Keep talking since he had.
So that will be how you enter. We'll pick a winner on Monday's show to get a 2-pack of the Cincy Hat camo hats. And we've got comments thanking you for your service, Ron. And I second all of these comments.
Sir.
Without you, there would probably be somebody telling me I couldn't say a lot of the shit I say on the internet. So
you'd be speaking German. I tell you that. It would be
oh, look at that.
or something. Who fucking knows? But it'd be a different language. But dude, Cincy Hat, awesome folks, building amazing housing for adults with disabilities, working with the village of Marici. So not only, dude, I love that I can say it now. Not only are we going to be giving away these hats, but we encourage you to go to their Twitter. We encourage you to go to their Instagram. But most of all, we encourage you to go to their website and grab a piece of their merchandise. They have these lovely camo hats that we're giving away. But they have a ton of other stuff that will fit any kind of style you need. FC Cincy colors, Bengals colors, Reds colors, Bearcats colors. I did see that one of their original designs is going to be going away. It was the orange with the black lettering.
The bright orange, the neon orange. I saw a video from Matt that say it's going away, and I don't have one yet. And I told him, I said, that hat is loud and obnoxious.
It is.
I am loud and obnoxious. I fucking need one. So I got to order one before they're out.
It is. But go check them out. Go grab that hat before it runs out of stock. And then I think, do they have a donation button too?
Yeah, you can. I've done it before. You can actually just donate. If you don't want to buy a hat, whatever the case may be, you can make a donation. I think the minimum donation is $5. But you can go and just make a donation if you'd like. I've done it before.
Yeah, the hats are very reasonably priced. Donations are awesome. And again, it's linked with Teddy Karras. Ted Karras, our wonderful lineman there, who's doing great things for the community. So,
Kevin makes a good point here in the chat. Ever since you've been on pain pills for your knee, you have been pronouncing Marici right.
I have to develop a narcotic addiction then, I guess.
Will you be able to do it once healed and not on narcotics?
Only God knows the answer to that. We'll have to see. Once I'm healed, dude, we'll have to see. Who knows? If not, if I can't, I'll put wheels on the skateboard and fuck my knee up again, so I have to have another surgery, and we'll be scot-free. Boom. Pain pills for days, right?
Got to do it for the cause. Wedge Gordon says you're naming your next child Marici.
Oh, yeah. At least middle name. That'd be good. Yeah. Heck yeah.
There was another comment I wanted to get to, man. They're coming in so quick. We get on points, and I want to make sure I shout out our guy, Darth Bingle. Now, he is the man, okay? He makes the necklaces that we've been wearing in videos. He hands them out to people for free, as far as I know. He makes them at home. He makes that. Dude, that looks like something you buy at the store. He makes that at his house.
I would pay $45 to $50 for that, and I'm not shitting you. They're 3D printed, and then he does like a resin pour, dude, and he will not take money.
He refuses.
Yeah, I got 2 of them, and I tried to hand him a $50 bill or something at the time. Hey man, at least take this. He will not take money for him, dude. It's a hobby for him. He loves it, and this is better quality shit than you'll find in like the pro shop and online a lot of times, dude. It is solid.
You just took that chance to just bury the Bengals pro shop. I love it.
Oh,
I don't love it. I like the pro shop, but it's fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Kevin says, "Fuck a Christmas wreath. I need one of those for my front door." That's a good idea, dude. Just put it right on the front door. I love it.
Big circle one.
Yeah, I love it. He has responded. He does take beer.
Oh shit. Okay, there you go. Yeah, boom. I would take beer too. That's a good trade. Yeah.
He deserves more than beer, but
he does. It could be killing, but he's just kind.
He was all done up last week too. He had his face painted, his head painted. He had the horns coming out. Like he was ready to rock. And somebody in the comments earlier said he's been all over the Bengals media, and he has, man. And I think it's awesome. I think he deserves all of the credit that he's been getting. And you know, attention, for lack of a better word. Not saying that's why he does it, but I think he deserves the attention that he is getting. So big shout out to him. Thanks for tuning in, man. We're glad to have you, and we appreciate what you do. Back to football, though.
Keep
Back
talking.
to football. We are doing a football game preview show, so but we're gonna go off the rails a little bit. That's how we do. It's how we get down. I'm still taking Bengals plus a Bengals. I'm still taking the Bengals winning by a touchdown.
Yeah,
minus 6.5.
Hell yeah, me too.
Points.
Yeah, I'm be honest. I think we're on a tear, bro, and I think we're looking at the tear we went on last year. Just a little earlier. I think once we get rolling, you can't fucking stop us. I just don't believe the Texans have the weapons to do it.
Here's what's crazy.
Yeah.
If the Bengals win Sunday, they'll move to 6-3, which would act after everything that we've seen this season. After all the shit that we've gone through this season, we get to 6-3. That is the best start of Joe Burrow's career through 9 games.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy to say out loud, considering how we felt at the beginning of the season. Like, we have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Kevin makes a good point. The Bills went for 2 last week, and it killed my plus. I took the points last week, and it killed me, and it did. And I think that was a radio call from upstairs where the Bills offensive coordinator was like, this fucking asshole on Twitter named Drew was making all these videos saying that the Bengals were going to win by a touchdown, go for 2, and they ended up being a 6-point spread. But I'm still confident. I'm a little bit concerned because T's not going to be there, but I think if Jamar's there, we'll be fine. So I'm really, really excited to see how Burrow is able to respond down a weapon, because we always get the Joe Burrow's only good because of his weapon shit. Like, no. Zim put out a great tweet too, because Baltimore fans like to say that. Zim put out a great tweet that said they drafted, I can't remember the receiver's name, he sucks. They drafted him over Stephon Diggs and Tyler Lockett, and then the next year they drafted some scrub over guys like Tyler Boyd and another good receiver, Michael Thomas. So Joe Burrow does have good weapons. Maybe your team just sucks at drafting them. But
yeah. We did this last year. We went on a stretch where T was out. We went on a stretch where Jamar was out, and Joe Burrow was still throwing friggin' dots, dude. While still nerve-wracking, shouldn't feel like uncharted territory for anybody. You know what I mean? We did it last year, the latter half of the season, and we still torched teams. So I feel like we can do it. Any given Sunday, we can do it. Right?
I got another thanks, Ron, text from my dad because he's not commenting on YouTube. So thank you to you from my father. But yeah, we went on a 4-game winning streak without Chase last year. And this isn't a knock at T. Higgins by any means, but I think that Chase not being on the field is a bigger deal than Higgins not being on the field.
Yeah, bigger impact.
Chase is a top 5 receiver in all of football. It just is what it is.
Yes.
So I don't know, man. I just feel like, kind of like you said, that run that we went on last year where, oh my God, the Bengals schedule's so hard and Jamar Chase is out for 4 games. They're fucked. They won every game. Oh, the Bengals schedule's getting even harder. Now Joe Mixon's out. They won every game. Oh, now T. Higgins is out. They won every game. We have Joe Burrow back. We've had Joe Burrow back since Arizona, and he's gotten even better since then and even healthier since then. So I'm sorry. It's the Houston fucking Texans. I know CJ Stroud's played well. I know he looks good. That's all well and good. They're still the Houston Texans as of right now. And I'm not knocking the team. I think that they drafted very well. They've built a good roster. I think they're heading in the right direction, but they're not the Cincinnati Bengals yet. And I think talent is going to end up being the difference in this game, even with Higgins out. There's more talent on the Bengals roster than there is on the Texans roster. I don't think they're going to get out-coached. I don't think they're going to get outsmarted. I think it's going to be talent versus talent, and talent wins.
Yeah, no, I agree. My notes, my other phone died. Who did Stroud light up? What team? For some reason, I don't remember.
Oh, shit. Who did they play last week?
I can't.
And they're pissed.
For the life of me, I can't remember. But I can tell you right now, no quarterback's throwing for 370 yards on this Bengals defense. I'm sorry, it's just
It was
not.
the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
They
take your
stink.
like that's what I'm saying. Like we are like our defense with Lou Anarumo. Nobody's lighting us up like that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like it's not happening. So I know that the Texans. I think they're like in the last 5 games are 4-1 against us. But like the last time we played them in 2020, right? Friggin' God,
Brandon Allen, baby.
Brandon Allen tore up Deshaun Watson led Texans, right? So like then before that, we're not even gonna go back that far. So like I don't trust the Texans to be better than the Cincinnati Bengals this Sunday.
History against the Texans hasn't been kind to us, though. We had the Monday night stinker against TJ Yates once. We lost to him in the playoffs once. So it hasn't been the kindest to him, but that's a lot of the old Bengals, too. This new Bengals hasn't played Houston yet, aside from 2020. They did have T. Higgins. I know he had a really cool touchdown catch in that game, but Burrow was already out with his knee injury. So like they haven't seen this iteration of the Bengals. And I think that they'll be a good team for years to come. I think they'll start getting in the hunt for playoff races within the next year or so. I think that they're a damn good team. I just think that the Bengals have been there, done that. The Bengals are the more talented team. Even with Higgins out, the Bengals are the healthier team because you went through that laundry list of injuries that they have. And that's just kind of what I'm going to hang my hat on. The Bengals have the veteran guys now. Burrow's been in the league for 4 years now. He's been there, done that. He's been to the Super Bowl. He's been to the playoffs. He's seen it. Stroud hasn't seen a lot of stuff yet. And I think that Lou is just going to toy with him. And I think he's going to bait him into mistakes. And a guy like Cam Taylor-Britt's going to come down with the ball because he just seems to always find a way to.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think the Texans' road to being a good team starts this weekend in Cincinnati. I just don't think that we're the better and we're going to show them that we're the better team, and we'll all be celebrating, and it's going to be a hell of a show on Monday, dude. So, hey, speaking of, well, go ahead. No, do your point.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say something dumb. You sound like you had something with actual substance.
No. This is probably stupid. Hey, please continue. I'm saying.
I was just. Are we doing this? What are we doing, Ron?
Dude, Joe Burrow, top 5 sexiest athletes alive.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Well, I got fucking beef with People Magazine. Taylor Lautner's the sexiest podcast host alive. Get the fuck out of here. We got snubbed on that. And then fucking shitty guy from Grey's Anatomy that couldn't even dodge a car and he fucking died won it. What's his name? Fucking
McSteamy.
But what's his real name?
I don't know. I only know him as
something dumb. That guy over me? Get the fuck out of here.
And Travis Kelce wins sexiest athlete of the year. What do you think of that?
He did?
I think so.
That's fucking media right there.
I'm pretty sure he did. And Burrow was top 5, which don't like, come on, dude. Burrow is like no, like we don't need to go too crazy here, but like, come on, People Magazine. What the hell are you doing?
I mean, the sexiest podcast host is the guy that was in fucking a vampire movie fucking 10 years ago.
I agree.
They clearly haven't tuned into our show.
I didn't even know that guy had a podcast, first of all. I didn't know he was still around,
Fucking ridiculous. And that's just the media bias that doesn't like a good blue collar guy like you or me.
It is. You're right. It's the goddamn media picking these celebrities to be sexy.
Goddamn fake news.
Should be you, me.
Oh man. So yeah, but I didn't know that Travis Kelce won. I think that's completely fucking propped and set up because he's dating a mega pop star.
I think. And I told you that what I was bringing up here is stupid and has no like substance because it's like, why are 2 blue collar dudes talking about sexiest athlete in the world? But like to me, it's like, come on, all right, we get it. He's dating Taylor Swift. You picked him. We get it. You know what I mean?
But he sexiest athlete, like, he looks like a fucking motorcycle cop with that mustache. He used to have a cool beard. It was all lined up, and he looked like cool. But now it's just the mustache. He looks like a fucking cop. Kevin with a great comment to try to maybe fucking reel this thing back in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help the algorithm. And what he means by help the algorithm is get more people to see our videos, share them with your friends, hit like, do all that good stuff for us on the podcast platforms too. I got to tell you something, folks. I don't know where this show could go, but I hope it goes somewhere cool because my job stinks. It's been kicking my ass all week. And maybe if we get enough likes, somebody will give me some money to say dumb shit. Probably not, but a guy can dream, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, right now we're doing this for fun, but if somebody wants
For
to
the
come,
love of the game.
yeah, for the love of the game, if somebody comes along and wants to help us, okay, whatever, maybe we'll hear you out. But yeah, dude, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. I think we're flirting with 500 subscribers, and pretty good for how long we've had it up.
Yeah.
It's not a full-time gig for Drew or I right now, so we're glad we can provide you with what we provide you. But if you like and subscribe, hopefully we can grow our audience and get some opportunities to provide you with more idiocracy in the form, though, of giveaways like these Cincy hats and jerseys we like to do. We're just two dudes, man. We're just two dudes who are lucky enough to be in a situation where sometimes we're able to give back. So.
Absolutely. My dad says, tell Ron to man up and get to a game. He had 15 knee surgeries. My dad has had 3 new knees in my lifetime. He's like a fucking truck, dude. Shit break. They take him into the shop. They fucking put a new part in and he's back out.
He's had 15?
Yeah, dude. So he played football at Ohio State. He played football all through school and stuff. So he put a lot of problems on his knees. And yeah, I've helped him through 3 knee replacements, I think, in my life. So the guy, he's like 60% artificial parts at this point. I think he's going to live forever. He's the bionic man.
They told me I'm definitely going to need a knee replacement, but I'm holding out until Elon Musk comes out with some kind of robot model. I want one of those.
Dude, that's the fucking move. You get a robot fucking leg. You could be the Bengals kicker for 30 years.
I'll kick. Absolutely. 100%.
Kevin said, good Lord, my dad is an animal. I'm telling you, man, the guy has had his surgeries. The guy has spent his time in the hospital, but he keeps kicking, dude. They're just building him up to being like 100% steel or whatever they make.
That's nuts. I'm on surgery 6, and I thought that was a lot. Holy shit.
No, dude, I'm talking like lung cancer, whooped its ass. Heart attack, no big deal. Knee replacement, no big deal. And then he goes in for like a gallbladder removal, something that's going to be like, basically very routine and easy. And it like fucked him up. He got like an infection and shit got rough for a minute. So the guy makes the hard ones easy and the easy ones hard. Love you, Dad. You're a good man.
Yeah. Jesus, dude.
He's a medical marvel, son. I think he just does this shit just to get his insurance deductible out of the way early.
For fun. Yeah, I could see that.
Just knock that shit out. And he was a police officer for 20 years too, so he was hitting the streets on them knees.
Yeah, healthcare ain't cheap, boss. Healthcare ain't cheap.
Kevin said we need a story time with my dad. Actually, there is an old episode of a podcast that I used to do where he was on it telling us all about the Ohio State days back in the days. Maybe I re-release that.
That or on here. Shit, one of the two. I'm down.
That's going to have to be live and in person. He is not going to figure out Restream.
I barely
love you, man.
Half the time, I'm like, dude, it's trying to make me make an account. And you're texting me back like, you're an idiot. Just click the link, pick and I'm just like, oh yeah, you were right. My bad.
I'm the technical consultant for that house.
It says something if you're the tech consultant for us. So.
So wholesome content, telling stories about my dad and how proud I am of him for kicking the medical industry's ass. I think we're getting to the time, man. We're at 39-minute mark. You know what happens here in the next 6 minutes. We got to get anything smart we're going to say out now.
Yes. So have you run through all the comments? Because that's a good thing to do here at the end. See if there's any good ones. If
There's
not,
so many.
Yeah, run through some. If not, we can go into score predictions and close out. Like I'm good, but
Kevin, you were having a great comment day, my man. You're in your bag, I think is what the kids say. We're going to show a lot of pre-snap pressure and then drop into coverage, then then bring a safety or a corner. I think that is a great idea. I think Lou will do that a lot. We're going to simulate the blitz and then back out of it. So Stroud's going to wonder what the hell to do with the ball. Those are the kind of things that I think Lou's going to put on Houston this week and try to, like I said, bait him into some mistakes, bait him into holding the ball too long so the rush can get there. Dude, I am slamming Mountain Dew Game Fuels and I am just burping. No free ads, but this shit is so good. And it's back, baby. I spent like $30 on it at the store the other day. I'm a fat piece of shit. So that's a great point though. The simulated pressures and confusing a rookie quarterback is going to be great.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree.
I got called fat on Twitter today.
Oh,
so that did happen. But man, there's so many comments. I'm trying to just like catch up and get back to them all.
pick one.
Because like sometimes I like to bring them up on the screen, even if we're not going to like talk about it at the moment, because just to show you guys that we see it and you get on the screen. But then like we're like ADD and shit, so I'll be like, yeah, I think Joe Burrow's going to be good. Hey, somebody just commented that I'm a fat ass, and then we talk about that for 5 minutes. So like Ron and I just got to keep our attention kind of right on what we're talking about because we stray off a little bit.
This is not a professional show, guys. Well, I tell you what, man, we're past that 40-minute mark, and we typically go 40 to 50 minutes. I think, what do you got? We need to get the ball out quickly, establish the run, play defense, no complacency, business as usual, and we're 6-3. He just summed up our entire show.
Yeah, with a new profile picture and a badass haircut.
Yeah, we could have. Oh yeah, check that out. We could have just read that and ended the show. He just summed it up perfectly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful game plan. And he also makes a good point. We may not like it.
Yeah.
We want Cleveland to win Sunday.
Yes, 100%. I agree. I'll take Cleveland over Baltimore any day. Honestly, I'm still torn with Deshaun creepy-ass Watson, but I don't know. It is what it is.
I think that
go ahead.
I think that when it comes to like fan bases, give me the Cleveland fan base over the Baltimore fan base any day.
100%, dude. I know a few Baltimore fans that I'm amicable with on Twitter, but I'm amicable with a good amount of Cleveland fans on Twitter, man. Because there's that Ohio connection, whether we want to admit it or not, man. They got good ones.
We're cousins that don't really like each other all the time, but we unite for the greater good a few times a year.
Exactly, 100%. Okay, man. Let's hear your score prediction, and then I'll do mine, and we'll close out.
All right, so I'm moving in confident. I'm moving in with good vibes. I'm moving in with good energy, regardless of T being out. I'm going to go Bengals 31, Texans 20.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I like that.
11 points. I'm taking Bengals -6.5 because they're covering the touchdown spread. I'm going to lock that bet in today before it changes. But I'm going, it's going to be double digits.
Okay. I think it's going to be Bengals 27, Texans 14.
Okay. I can live with that. Still cover the spread.
Yeah. I think that I don't know that this is going to be a 30-point game. I just have a weird feeling. But I also think our defense is going to let Stroud know, hey, Rook, this is the NFL. Good job last game, but it ain't happening against us.
I think this is a Logan Wilson jersey game. I think that'll be the jersey that I wear. I think it's going to be a defensive game. And usually when I wear the old 5-5, Logan Wilson does his thing. So I think that may be what I wear.
I might rock this one just to get to like give him a little extra superpower, Mr.
Let me see the front of that.
Huh?
Let me see the front of that.
It's Chinese, dude. It's fake.
No, but I'm telling you, that's the best fake I've ever seen.
Oh, it's nuts.
It's got the font on.
It's got the real like logo here. Everything's like, it's not stitched. It's like, it's not the screen print that's like rubber when you touch it. You know what I mean?
No, it's like the T-shirt jerseys that they sell.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all.
I have one of those.
Yeah, the Bengals is big. It's the right size. They kind of did the screen print on the back here. Like it's good. They added an extra letter though because the children in the sweatshop don't know how to spell fuck. But other than that, man, it's a solid one, dude. I'm happy with it.
Well, I have one of those jerseys that's like the t-shirt kind of material, but it's like the dry fit Nike type thing that I bought from like Fanatics or whatever that they actually make. I have a Burrow one. I really like it. That's the best fake jersey I've ever seen because, like I said, the bold Bengals font is correct. Normally, when you see the fake China jerseys, it's in like fucking Times New Roman or something, and it's very clearly a knockoff.
This is that like Under Armour material, like on the inside.
Yeah.
It's like stretchy Under Armour. Like it's good. The as soon as I ordered this one, the shop closed on DHgate because again
they got fucking raided.
Yeah, they probably got raided by the Chinese Gestapo. And children are like, hey, children to school, sitting here sewing fucking jerseys for American idiots. But I'm happy with this one. Thank you. Insert Asian sounding name so I don't sound racist. But it's a solid jersey. I'm happy with it. This is it. 45 minutes. We did it. We're fucking done. Show over.
We got to go before we get canceled. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. If you're listening on the audio platforms, we appreciate you listening to us while you're driving, working out, whatever you're doing. We appreciate you all. We have got to go before we're canceled. Who day?
Who day, baby. Like and